I'm here with Patty Amaral, and Patty is also known as the Litter Lady. She is donates tons of her time making our city a better place. Today we're here to talk about Mattos Field, right?
Yay, yes.
Light up Mattos.
Light up Mattos. Yeah.
So tell me what your latest initiative is, because it's, trying to keep track with you is.
I know. I got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Because I love Gloucester. Clean up. Speak up, clean up. That's another slogan I just started. Anyway, so Joseph S. Mattos Jr., Santos Jr. Mr. Mattos was he grew up at 6 Linnet Place in Gloucester at the age of 16 and joined the Army. He always wanted to be in the Army. That was like back then. That was their aspirations to join the service and serve the country. And, he served over 2 years with the Company G of the 8th Mass Infantry, and he was killed in action the day of his 19th birthday.
Wow. One
of the telltale signs that he had died was that his journal came home before his body did. And so his family knew at that point that he had probably lost his life.
What year was this? Right around when? Which war was it?
World War One.
Okay.
This is World War One.
Yep.
So he was killed the day after his 19th birthday. He was one of the youngest Gloucester Portuguese men to die in World War One. And then Mattos Field was donated to his memory in 1935. Okay, and so it was originally a low-lying basin, and then with a brook running through it. And in the 1840s, Nathaniel Webster Sr. dammed the brook, creating a pond. And of course, that pond created a wonderful skating rink. So back then, people were skated on it. They had a wonderful time, and there was a lot of marriages and stuff that people met down there, and then they would end up marrying. And so, and then he cut the ice from the pond to supply the fishing fleet. So around 1900, he sold the business to Cape Ann Pond Ice Company. And in 1924, Cape Pond Ice Company sold the property to the city for a public recreation area, which is known today as Mattos Field. 10 years later, the city built Vets School adjacent to the field, and so, and then the lights went up in the 1970s. The earliest trophy won there by the Gloucester Fraternity Club in 1948. So this has been going on a long time. And so, where do we go from there? Okay, so 6 years ago we did start the sign program. I had noticed that the men had all their banners up there from years ago. Some of the restaurants weren't even in business anymore. But me and my husband put a sign together, a letter together, and I walked into those businesses. And because I said, the field's falling apart, the lights are falling down, the bleachers never were finished from the 1970s. We just secured a grant to have those finished. Me and my husband wrote that. My husband and I, proper English, right? And so we had this sign program, and then I got a phone call saying that the Gloucester Fishermen's Athletic Association is going to take the field and do a sign program. And they were going to help us. And I talked to Dick Wilson, and for some odd reason, it never got off the ground. Only one sign got put up there, Bank Gloucester, and never anything happened. Fast forward 6 years later, I noticed that signs aren't going up, and we're not receiving any money, and the field's falling apart, and the lights are falling down. And so it's like, we need the sign program back. I feel like that's the only way to make this field sustainable. So we find out that, I can start this banner program back, because no one ever did it. So we're starting the banner program.
So all it takes is someone like you, a little initiative, a little gumption, a little hard work, pound the pavement, and we're going to get something great.
Yeah, but it's a lot of money. We need over $100,000. Well, probably about $100,000 for the lights. Several things that we have done, and I've been trying to do, is there's a Field of Dreams from the Granite State Electric, and you call so many people call in votes, and then you get a ball like at the lottery, and then that ball goes into the lottery machine, and how many balls you get, how many people call in, kind of like with some of the stuff that gone Good Morning Gloucester and stuff, right, or something that you call in and support it, and but that's never come through because I don't know, they stopped doing the Field of Dreams, so we couldn't do that. We have secured 2 grants so far and working on our third. One grant for $3,600 for the bleachers to be finished and vinyl covered, and another grant for Jeff Davis from Home Field Athletics to resurface the infield and the outfield.
Wow.
just seeding and fertilizing the outfield, but the infield, because we're so sloped that we flood every single game. We got to be out there with Speedy Dry and cat litter because we can't afford the Speedy Dry.
Yeah.
So in some ways, some of our actions because of flooding has made the field worse.
Yeah.
And so so Jeff Davis is going to be doing that work in July because we got a grant for that from the Community Preservation Act, and now we have a third grant in cycle right now for the boring contractor to the first step in getting these lights up.
Cool. Very nice.
So
I know Jason Burrows. Wasn't a couple years
he
ago.
did my mural.
Yeah, your mural.
Mattos Field.
Mattos Field.
Boy, that was scary because it kind of looks like a tag.
Oh,
the way
right.
he has the letterings, but he did a wonderful job. And I really thought, I said to Jason, I'll feel bad after all this work. Him and his girlfriend did it, and it gets ruined. But not one person has put one step, nothing on that mural, which I find it wonderful. And Jason did say, usually when like a kid does it, young adult, people won't fool around with their art.
Very nice. Very nice.
So
what's the plan going
So
forward?
the plan is we are selling banners for $250 a piece. The $200 goes to Cape Ann Women's Softball League for the rehab of Mattos, including the lights. We're hoping for in a couple of years being able to raise some money.
$200 per banner.
$200 for a banner. $50 goes to Kevin St. Peter. You send him your logo to his email, and then he makes up a banner. We already have 3 of them up there now. J&L Welding, Captain Hooks, Polaris Sheet Metal, Neptune's Harvest just came on board. And I have a lot of them out there. They just haven't come on board yet to come.
Cool.
To come in. And we're hoping your business might want to have a banner.
Oh, you're going to see that.
Because that would be really good. You know, I just feel 200 isn't too much for a business, and it would just go a long way. We're trying to make the field sustainable too. The field has never been sustainable. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. Wrong information. It probably has at one point sustainable, but they mostly come and weed whack and do the lines and mow, and that's all. There's no extra money to resurface or do any of this work that we're doing through the generosity of grants.
Well, there you go. Well, that's awesome. Are you going to give us some information where people can send the contact information, and I'll add this into the post?
Okay. Well, they can go to our Light Up Mattos Facebook page. Which
there's a Facebook page.
Yes, we have a Light Up Mattos Facebook page.
So it's facebook.com/lightupmattos?
I think. God, I should know how this goes.
You can search that or something?
Yeah, you can search it. I know, I'm not.
Okay, Light Up Mattos.
Light Up Mattos. lightupmattos@gmail.com. You can get hold of me, and I can put you in the process of getting a banner.
Beautiful. All right.
And so, yeah, we just want to really get this field up to par. We have poles that are tilted. We have the lights that are up there facing all different directions. Some of the bulbs aren't even working. And they can't be moved because the brackets are so rusty.
Oh, wow.
Whoopsie would happen.
Yeah.
And we are right at a school. And if anyone drives by, you'll see that they're pointed
At the school.
to the playground area that I spent a lot of time, me and the wonderful PTO, getting that playground.
There you go.
So it would be a shame for a pole to fall on it.
Yeah. All right. Well, great.
But,
we'll put up links to whatever you want.
Wonderful, and I appreciate your time to do this because you're getting the word out, and we just really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, anything we can do to
Cape
help.
Ann Women's Softball.
And thanks for everything that you do. So.
Thank you.
Fantastic. All right.
Thanks.
Another interview with Patty. They're always very informative and very uplifting.
Yes.
Because it's an example, and you're right at the top of the list with people like Don Artazzoni and John McElhenney.
Burnham's Field is wonderful.
These people that
I'm a friend.
They give so much of their time to make our community a better place. So thank you, Patty.
Thank you.